Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to be going over page number 4 in the book, questions number 7 through 11. Okay, to begin with, it says that questions 7, 8, or 9 are all related. Okay, and before we begin, I want you to fix this mistake in the book. Make sure you write this as 25 degrees rather than what the book says, which is 25%. Okay, now that you fixed this, we can begin. It says, Number 7 states that if the number of men is 50 and the number of women is 18, find the angle of the women's sector. So we're going to write this down as number of men equal to 50. The angle of men is equal to 25 degrees. The number of women is 18, and the angle of women is unknown. So we're going to write this as x, because this is what we're trying to find for this question. So in order to solve this, we need the ratio of degree to person in the whole hospital. Okay, so what I mean by that is for each person in the hospital, this equates to how many degrees on the pie chart. And in order to do this, we need to put the angle of a known sector over the number of people in that sector. So we have the men sector, right? So we're going to put the angle, which is 25 degrees, over the number of men, which is 50. And we can also write this as 1 over 2, or 0.5 degrees per person. And what this is saying is that for each person in the hospital, this equates to 0.5 degrees on the pie chart. Okay? And so we know that the number of women is 18, and we're trying to find the degree or the angle of the women's sector. We're going to multiply that by 0.5, which is our ratio, and we should get 9 degrees for the women's sector. So our answer is D for number 7. Now for number 8, we're going to do the same thing, however we're going to flip it, because we are going to need to find how many people per degree, or how many persons per degree. Okay? So what we're going to do, before we do that, let's try to find the degree of the children's sector. We already know that the women's sector is 9 degrees, the men is 25 degrees, the children is unknown, and all this will equal to the degree of a pie chart, which is 360. We're going to add 9 and 25, that should be 34, plus x equal to 360. We're going to subtract 34 from both sides. We should get x equal 326 degrees, and that is the angle of the children's sector. Now, what we did before, we found the degree per person. Now we need to find person per degree. Okay, so what we're going to do is 50 over 25, and that should get us 2 person or persons per degree. So for 1 degree in our pie chart, that equates to 2 people. And since we have 326 degrees of the angle of the children is 326, we're going to multiply that by 2 and get 652 children. And D is our answer for number 8. For number 9, I mean, if you go back, we found the angle, and that one is D as well, 326. Okay, number 10 says if 3 multiplied by the absolute value of x equal to 15, then compare column A, which is x, and column B, which is 5. In order to do this, we have to solve for x. So 3 multiplied by the absolute value of x equals to 15. We're going to divide each side by 3 and get the absolute value of x equal to 5. Now the absolute value means whatever number inside, whether negative or positive, will always come out as positive. So x equals to negative 5 and 5. Okay. So since we have 2 answers for x, we have two answers. We can get two answers. So if we have -5 for x, then b would be greater. However, if we have 5 for x, then both are equal. And since we have two correct answers, and we don't know which one they want us to go for, we're going to put as D as our answer because not enough information is given. Okay? So for number 11, we're asked to compare between column A, which is the square root of 39,756, to column B, which is 200. Now, in order to cancel out the square root, we're gonna raise it to the power of 2. And whatever we do on one side, we have to do to the other. Okay, so the square root, this will cancel out. So we're left with 39,756. And now 200 squared is the same thing as saying 200 multiplied by 200. That should give us 4. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros. And we know that 40,000 is greater than 39,756. So for this answer, B is greater, and number 11 is B. Thank you, and hopefully you enjoyed. See you again next time, inshallah.